I grew up in Melbourne up until my early 20s. I lived there. I started working on cruise ships at 22. I had no worries in the world. I was just all about having a good time. I'd end up going straight to sleep at the end of the night with a face full of makeup and then wash it off in the shower the following morning. The pigmentation developed through my 20s when I was always in the sun, and then into my 30s when I was having children. So who's this? Who do you think it is?
Him.
Who do you think it is?
Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's Brooklyn.
Oh.
I had never even held a baby and I was pregnant. I was freaking out. It's so much more than what you learn in those classes, like the sleepless nights and the zombie days trying to get through it. So I met Jason when Brooklyn was almost a year old, so I was a single mum for about 7 months.
Proposed on the back porch and...
With a baby in her arm?
With a baby in my arm, actually, at that point in time. She said yes, and wait, the rest is history.
This wasn't long before we were about to walk down the aisle. I still had, extreme pigmentation during the wedding process, and on a wedding day you have so much makeup that it was okay, I was happy. My dad came into the room and he said, "Look at all the makeup on your face, you look ridiculous." And it was just the worst feeling just before I'm about to walk down the aisle. I answered the front door to my mother one day and she hadn't probably seen me with no makeup for a while, and this was at the end of last year, and she said, "What's that all over your face?" And that's probably when I felt the worst about myself. I don't know, I think now I'm starting to care less, but as I was younger, I think, yeah, it's like going back.
The anxiety that it created, she'd never sit down and look me in the eye and go, "Well, I'm really concerned and worried about this." But as a husband and knowing my wife back to front, I knew that, yeah, I could see it.
The first time I got excited about the thought of bodybuilding was actually in my 20s, because my aunt used to do it growing up and I thought, oh, that's something I'd love to do. But I never had the confidence and I never really wanted to push myself that hard. The Ultraceuticals experience has definitely changed my thought processes as far as transforming myself. My personal trainer, I started with her after the RVR90. She said to me, you've got a good chance, you should go for it. I'd like to just see if I can do it and put all I can in and give it a real shot. From seeing my story, I'm hoping women will be inspired to give themselves even just 1 hour a day, whether it be going for a walk, watching a movie, getting a facial. Even after kids, you're important and you can still look your best, feel your best, no matter what age you're at. I do think it opens up a lot more avenues, a lot more ideas of where I want to be in maybe 5 years' time.